ẹja mọ tó ṣe yín o.
Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for solidarity
When I remember Salem, water run away, make I go. Aye, aye, water run away.
fight for our rights.
Solidarity
Forever, we shall always fight for our rights. Forever, solidarity forever. Where mercies take over streets, where mercies take over streets, all oppressed that we run away. Where mercies take over streets, where mercies take over streets, take over streets, where mercies take over streets, all oppressed that we run away. Where mercies take over, when we take over, take over streets, all oppressed that we run away. Where mercies take over, when we take over, mercies take over streets, where mercies take over streets, all oppressed that we run away. I want to say, Mr. Todway Salem, who have been missing for 13 days now, Nigerian police should find him. It is absurd and it is very, very unacceptable. It is ridiculous that Nigerian police does not have a clue. They don't have a lead for about 12 days now, 13 days now that our colleague has gone missing. Up till now, Nigerian police does not have a clue. They did not have any lead on whereabouts of our colleague, Mr. Todway Salem of Vanguard newspaper. We are here this morning to prevail on Inspector General of Police to find Todway alive. This is the extension of insecurity in the country. Many Nigerians have been kidnapped. People are being killed on a daily basis. And journalism is not a crime. It is our constitutional right. We have the right under the law to uphold the government, accountable to the people. Section 22 of the 1999 Constitution says Nigerian press shall all the time uphold the accountability and responsibility of the government to the people.
Control. We are here because our press freedom is threatened. We are here because our safety has been threatened and none of us is guaranteed security. We have a petition here addressed October 25th to the Inspector General of Police. Attention IGP Usman Baba Alkali. Demand to expedite action for the locating of Mr. Todway Henry Salem, journalist and correspondent with the Vanguard newspaper, who has been missing for 12 days as of Monday, October 25th, 2021. We, the executive and members of the NUJFCT, bring you fraternal greetings and commend your effort and those of your officers and men in tackling the myriad of security challenges facing our country at the moment. We are optimistic that with adequate funding, up-to-date deployment of technology, a well-motivated personnel, and proper synergy, the Nigeria Police Force under your command will be positioned to rise up to the task of securing our country alongside other security agencies. The IGP, sir, you are aware a colleague of ours and a journalist of note, Mr. Todwe Henry Salem of the Vanguard newspapers, went missing on Wednesday, October 13, 2021, right in front of the Total filling station, less than 100 meters from the force headquarters. 48 hours after, fellow colleagues who covered the House of Representatives realized he had disappeared. A report was immediately incidented at the House of Reps Police Division. This was followed by a petition to both your office and that of the Director General of the Department of State Services Security by his employers, Vanguard Media Limited. This is outside calls by the leadership of the NUJ to senior police officers of the police. It is regrettable to note that 12 days after Mr. Todwe Henry Salem disappeared, nothing much has happened to indicate whether he's alive or dead, whether he's a captive of the state, a non-state actor, or an alien. The IGP, it is relevant that we remind you that the state owes every Nigerian, particularly a journalist, protection, assurance of safety. Nigeria has continued to fare badly on the Press Freedom Index for 6 successive years, and it would be most unfortunate if the disappearance of Mr. Todwe Henry Salem adds to the poor rating. In 2020, a report of Reporters Without Borders shows that Nigeria went 5 spots down the Press Freedom Index from 115 to 120 out of 180 countries, with a telling remark that Nigeria remains one of West Africa's most dangerous and difficult countries for journalists. Also, a June 2021 report of the Nigeria Union of Journalists and Media Foundation for West Africa revealed that the media industry recorded 7 unresolved killings, 300 violations affecting about 500 journalists, media workers, and media houses in Nigeria. What all this underscore is that the prevailing environment is unsafe, suffocating, and dangerous, not just for journalists and other media workers, but for the sustenance of democracy itself. It is in this wise that we are here to demand that Mr. Todwe Henry Salem not only be found, but that adequate protection be offered journalists going forward. That the culture of harassment, intimidation, brutalization, and disappearances must end. Our demand is reinforced by the fact that as we approach 2023, a general elections here in Nigeria, the political and economic elites become more desperate to hang on to power, and because they will not want to be held accountable to the Nigerian people, the media becomes their major target. This culture of impunity should and must be arrested by the Nigeria Police as the primary security agency as well as other sister agencies. Regarding Mr. Todwe Henry Salem, we demand that the case be transferred to a special unit of the IGP. While we appreciate the efforts of the FCT command, the magnitude of the disappearance demands for a high tactical, focused, and coordinated unit under the office of the IGP. We further demand confidential briefing with his family and leadership of the union and his employers to calm frame nerves, while we are sure of our cooperation in the investigation. Let us reiterate that for every journalist that is harassed and assaulted, disappears and murdered, the constitutional guarantee as contained in Chapter 22 of the Nigerian Constitution as amended is threatened. Democracy is weakened and good governance is impossible. The IGP, It is for these reasons and more that your office urgently needs to provide answer, which is locating and reuniting Mr. Tode Henry Salem with his family.
Oh dear.
I'm ready. Okay, please.
Camera, please.
A heart full of concerns and a very solemn note that I welcome you all here today. I'm here on behalf of the Inspector General of Police. First of all, to appreciate your visit, your concerns, your love for your colleague, and the deep sense of esprit de corps existing amongst you. First of all, I want to acknowledge the fact that indeed Tade Salem case is with us. The case was reported to the National Assembly Police Station on the 15th day of October 2021. Earlier on, the timeline for this incident as follows. Salem slept in the house of the sister on the 12th, woke up on the morning of, he slept in the house of the sister somewhere in Life Camp on the 12th, the 9th of 12th, woke up on the morning of the 13th, took a boat, or Uber as you may wish to call it, straight to National Assembly, his working place, closed from office. It was last seen at the National Assembly between 4 and 5 p.m. on the 13th. And thereafter, his colleagues never got to see him again. On the 15th of October, the matter was formally reported by his colleagues at the National Assembly Police Station. The attention of the Commissioner of Police was drawn to the case, as well as the attention of the Office of the Inspector General of Police. A very firm instruction was given by the IG that no human or material resource should be spared in efforts at locating and understanding the rationale behind his disappearance. As I speak to you, we've made considerable, significant progress with the investigation. But I'm glad that the chairman of the council understood the need for confidential briefing. And because of that request, I would rather do more of confidential briefings. But it suffices to say here that we've been able to trace where he visited when he left the National Assembly. We've been able to interact with a young lady who spent time with him that night. We have the records of the last calls he made. We have spoken to about 6 different persons whom he spoke to that night. And there are a lot of efforts behind the scene taking place. The reason for the police silence is the police deliberately, intentionally kept quiet on this case. In investigations, it's called tactical silence. We deliberately kept silence because when you are working on a sensitive case, sometimes you want to get to a comfortable cruising altitude before you begin to brief the public. Remember, the suspects or whoever have a hand, if any, is out there and you do not want to provide too much for the person to know how much and how far you have come. So, gentlemen of the press, I just want to give you a very strong assurance that everything humanly and operationally will be done to solve this case. We see the media as an integral part of what we do. We appreciate your collaboration, we appreciate your support, we appreciate your partnership, and we are committed to strengthening this partnership. Your concerns are our concerns, your worries are our worries. And we will work with you to ensure this case is given a conclusive and positive closure. I will proceed. After here, my doors are open, and I'm giving an open invitation to your leadership to visit my office, and I will give them detailed, confidential brief on this case. I thank you for coming, and I also assure you this letter will be delivered very promptly to the Inspector General of Police, and we will respond to your demands. Thank you.
Other questions? Okay, thank you very much. It seems that the police spokesperson already said everything that we understood well. That open up. So, okay.
Well, just like the chairman of the FCT Council has said, that all we are asking for is a safe return of Todwe Salem Harry. This is the 13th day that he's been missing, and it's not possible to say security agencies cannot or are not aware or are finding it difficult to locate his whereabouts. The mystery behind the disappearance is uncalled for. It's surprising. It calls for concerns. That is why journalists in their usual self came out in union to show solidarity to ensure that the police act immediately, not just now, immediately, to ensure that Todwe Salem is brought back live. And today, that is what we are asking for.
Lack of courage. Perhaps you understand and agree with me that when a thing of such instance happens, it breaks your emotional strength, it breaks you down. You can't imagine you wake up only to realize your loved one is gone missing. We live in a world that is driven by compassion. No matter how separate people live, that blood ties is so important. I just want the whole world to understand that our missing brother, Mr. Todwe Salem, he's a peace-loving human being. He's cool-headed, kind. He carries everybody along. I can't imagine myself being in his shoes. It's heartbreaking. How do I explain this to his little daughter? The daughter at home wishes to see the father. The family itself is in trouble. I am begging and calling on the authorities to wade in and see what they can do for our brother's safe return. We are in trouble. We are tortured emotionally. Please, the whole world should understand our plight. Sesu Mekia is my name. Thank you all for identifying with us. We are honored.